Hello everyone, talk about SMB null session and SMB enumeration. So one way to enumerate SMB information is via a null session. Null user is pseudo account with no username password can access resources that the everyone group has rights to, can be used to enumerate account names, domain controller names, and other valuable information. This is more of a problem on older Windows. Win 7, Win 8, 2008 server disable it by default, but you still might find servers with it enabled. Look for TCP port 139 in scans. So SMB server message blocks, aka CIFS, common internet file system, aka Windows shares. Remember, SMB isn't just on Windows boxes. Mac OS X has switched to SMB as its fault. Network file sharing protocol replacing ARP, and many Linux systems support it via an open source implementation called Samba. All that said, the null session is kind of played out misconfiguration. It's mentioned in a lot of pentesting literature because legacy systems might still have it enabled, and if you do not find it, it's an awesome means of mining data about your target. However, it's becoming rarer and rarer, especially in Windows 7, 8, 10 environments. So null session enumeration, server message block SMB protocol forms the basis for file and printer sharing. First step, connect to the protocol using the null session command. Net use IP address IPC enumerate file shares on a host net view host. SMB null session enumerating trusted domains. NL test server underscore name trusted underscore domains. This is the command. User enumeration dump sec list of users, groups, systems, policies, user rights. Following work with restrict anonymous equal 1 with null session user info user dump hammergod.com get act securityfriday.com seed to user to seed is security id variable length value set at install and user ids based on sid. Okay, now let's have a look in nmap in practical how SMB enumerate works. Just give command nmap. Obviously first rooted your Linux terminal. And give command locate.nsa grep smb Here the script. Now again give command s nmap sc attempt to list shares using the srv.svc.net share enum all msrpc function and return more information about them using srv.svc.net share get info. If access to those functions is defined, a list of common share names are checked. Minus SV and port 445 10.0.7 and starting in map. SMB protocol, commonly known as server message block protocol, has been hot target among threat actors for many years because of its complexity and open nature. This protocol was prone to plethora of attacks from SMB null sessions to eternal blue. It is the reason we are about to cover all the things related to SMB enumeration and SMB and Nmap SMB scripts, also known as the Nmap scripting engine. However, SMB has covered a long journey in terms of its security hardening. It has been updated and improved to newest security standards in recent Windows operating system release. Latest SMB version of SMB v3.1, Windows 10 and Windows Server 2016. And while most vulnerable was SMB v1 is Windows XP and Windows Server 2003. So one more thing is why this is important. SMB is used to communicate over TCP/IP in a network. It is the client-server protocol used for file sharing, printers, serial ports, and other resources on a network. SMB can allow other applications and users to access file or execute command on a remote server. A client application can read, write, and execute files on the server depending upon the configuration of the SMB share. Port for SMB is 445, while 1359 ports are used for RPC calls, which are essential for remote management of Windows system. And it is essential to keep the target we are achieving before enumerating any service. So in this particular case, we will be getting system information and null sessions, open shares, and CV is like eternal blue from the service. These open shares might include some sensitive information like username, password, hashes, keys, TGCs, or many more things, which can be used further in the process. So to conclude, as per my knowledge, enumerate SMB for below purpose: null sessions, open shares, CVEs, eternal blue, eternal romance, etc. System information. And tools For this is SMB Nmap scripts, SMB map, RPC client, NBT scan, enum for Linux, and abbreviated as Nmap is a commonly tool used by security professionals for reconnaissance purposes on network levels and is one of the reasons that Nmap was included as part of the top 10 best penetration testing tools by actual pen testers. Nmap natively comes with its scripting engine and which has tons of open source scripts including those Nmap SMB script. Discussing all of scripts is out of scope. These are and inside SMB OS discovery, computer name, domain name, forest name, FQDN, NetBIOS computer name, NetBIOS domain name, work group system time is there. And SMB enum shares, it will enumerate publicly exposed SMB shares if available. In addition, if Nmap is not able to get shares from any host, it will brute force commonly used share names to check if they are accessible. And the command is nmap script smb enum shares.nec and -p445 target IP. So this is it guys, hope you guys liked it.